That's much better. Just a tip for you. Ouch. I had to clean this up a little bit because it was damaged. So I had to grind the edge off. And there's also a damage here. But I think we can reuse it. Now I just need the grease gun. Wherever I put that. Let's put some grease on here. Don't need too much. I think it goes on that way. Need to put the new screw inside. This goes in the wrong way actually. Now that thing should not be so tight around this. It's almost there. Oh yeah. That's much better. Now I can move freely and I can adjust it with this. Very nice. And then there's supposed to be a snap ring on top, which I do have somewhere. And then the snap ring goes in there. See if I can find it. I'm not seeing it immediately.
The next morning.
I still haven't found the snap ring, but it is somewhere. Should I have... Actually, a 45 might be better. That goes the wrong way. Can't have it pointing downwards. Sometimes you get lucky by just picking a different one. Perfect. Yeah, I need that snap ring, but I cannot find it. I might just order a new one. I have to order some new parts anyway. Let's clean out that breather. I'll put some 270 Loctite on this because I really don't want it to come loose. We'll call that good. Now, something I was considering was actually to weld this and then put a steel plate, like maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch on top, and weld that as well around here. Put another one, 1/2 inch, weld it, just to strengthen this area, because this is where it broke originally. But again, if I do that, then you cannot disassemble it very easily. You'd have to gouge it out or something, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Let's see about replacing this steering linkage. And to do that, we have to remove this. There is a nut on the back side that we have to remove, and then we need to drive that out somehow. And that should be maybe 22 millimeter. 24 maybe. Let's just see what 27 does. Yeah, too big. Well, there's one 24. I have 2 of them, but one will do for now. Yep. Oh, there it goes. Maybe. Am I just spinning the entire rod? Might be. No, I'm not. Ouch. Way too hot for a sweater. Why is it so tight all the way? Let's see if I can give you a look of this. There is the nut off, so now we need to drive this out. We'll try it without heat first. That worked out. This one should be the same as this one. Looks about right. And then this side goes in to that. I'll tighten that side, but I think I'll leave this side free until I've assembled this. I think it'll be a bit easier to disconnect this while I'm putting on the steering linkages. I still need to put this on here, but I'm missing the fiber washing that goes inside of here. I ordered 1 and apparently I needed 2. So this is on the way in the mail, and when I get that I can put this together and then we can put these linkages on. And then also we need a power steering cylinder. The issue with this is I might just be spinning the pin inside. Seems to be getting tighter. Yeah, I might just be turning the rod now. Let's try to give it a few love taps. Give it a little snuggie. And then that should be good. Let's see about putting these bolts back in. There's some plugs in the holes. Should have taken these out before putting on the tractor. Jeez, what? Are they threaded inside? What is this? Okay, you know what? Screw that. Let's put some oil in this axle. It's all mounted now. It's not gonna come off or anything, so we'll fill it with oil. We'll see if that new seal does its job. It's holding so far. It is super windy outside today. I think the next order of business is to assemble this. Oh, Jesus Christ. So now I have two lost and I only bought one. Also, I didn't hear it land anywhere. Wait, maybe I can check the footage and see which way it flew. I checked the footage and it flew backwards. Right there. Let's try not to do that again. Would have been nice if I had a proper pliers for this, but... See, the problem with these that they're designed to squeeze the ring, and so these are slightly tilted inwards to keep the ring in place when you're squeezing, but when you're extending these are tilted the wrong way, so the snap ring will tend to slide off. This bolt needs to go all the way out. We'll need a new nut for this. Has to be this one. Oh yeah, now it's going easier. But that bolt is hitting the set screw right here. That set screw is hitting that bolt. But it's just barely really. I can pull it past by hand, so put some grease in it maybe. I can't remember if I did that, but it doesn't look like it since it's clean. The grease fitting on there is leaking, the small one. Should be good. I think we'll need a vise for this, but let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, that's on there. This is definitely not the right part. I don't know what that's for, but it's not for this. So I'm just gonna drill a seat for that bolt. That's more than enough. So that should now seat nicely inside of there. Yeah, it does. Then we can bring this back, and hopefully I didn't mess up the threads too bad. That should be good. Looks all right. Let's get this old gasket off. It is caked on there. Is it baked or caked? Maybe it's baked. Baked on there. Yeah. I don't know. This tractor has had the wrong coolant on it. That's why it's so rusty. Or maybe it was run on plain water before I bought it. I don't know. It had coolant on it when I bought it. And it was red. And then I did some research. I found something online that said I could put the yellow one that I use for my TS, the New Holland tractor. It said that I could use the same coolant on this tractor. And so I flushed the system and put the yellow one in there. And then I went to buy more coolant because I'm out of the yellow. I don't have enough to refill this. And then they found that this one should have blue coolant. So it came with red and then it went to yellow and now it's going to blue. I don't know which one's right, but the guy said this one takes blue. So we'll try the blue coolant this time around and see what happens. Let's grab some fine sandpaper and clean this up a bit. This already has a bleed valve, which is kind of strange, but this goes on there, and it is to bypass the thermostat. I just installed the radiator very fast. Took about 10 seconds maybe. You know, I'm a professional, so I know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. I hate your face. Went very fast. Very smooth. Knew exactly how to mount the hoses and stuff. They don't even fit. You know, you had to have it on an angle like that, but I knew that because, you know, I'm a professional, so. How in the hell? Ah! This hose right here is supposed to tell you when the air filter is clogged, but it's not connected to anything. Problem is it'll pull air through this, so we should probably seal that somehow. I might fix it in the future, so I'll just do some electrical tape for now. That way I can still fix this. Sorry about the lighting situation. This is where it dumps out excess dust and stuff. There's supposed to be a boot on here, kind of a one-way boot, but it's missing, and the pot store didn't have those. I changed the air filter in this not long ago, but let's check it. Oh yeah, that's clean as a whistle. Might as well blow some air through it while we're at it. But it's leaking diesel from this. This tractor is actually due for an oil change, so let's do that. I need to get to that bolt right there, and it's going to drain out the hole that you see right behind it. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but that plate you see under that one, that is aftermarket. It's a skid plate. Weird design, but let's do an oil and filter change. So this might get messy. I have a bucket in front and a bucket in the back. Hopefully it'll drain through that hole and into the bucket, but some of it might run along the pan, and that's why I have a bucket up front as well. This is the longest, wait, that's not coming out. It hits the pan. I know I've drained this before. Maybe I did it on this side? Man, there's a lot of junk in here. There's no plug on this side. Did I drop the pan when I did this? What? Maybe the pan shifted a little bit. I did unbolt it. Those are right there. I have a few drips. Oh, that quickly became more than a few drips. So what I had to do was loosen those two bolts you see right there. And that dropped the pan, and then I took a hammer and whacked it a bit over that way, and so with the drop and with the whack it gave me just barely enough clearance to get this out. That bolt is hollow, but we got her out. Now it's time for the oil filter, and I'm the one who put that on there, so let's see if I can unscrew it by hand, or probably not, but unscrew that by hand. Nice. How? Oh, wow. Okay, that's fine. So this one I changed 17th of October 2021 at 3,398 hours, and now it's gone 34.79. Yeah, so I have two bags in here. I have this one, which is for oil filters and stuff, and then the outer side is for empty cans of, you know, spray paint and brake cleaner and stuff like that. You won't put hours on the tractor by just idling. So the tractor could just idle forever and no hours would be put on it. So going by the hour meter to change the oil isn't exactly the best thing to do, because, well, it depends how you use it, I guess. But I do idle, well, I don't idle a lot, but I do idle some, and I don't go by the I don't entirely go by the hour meter to change the oil. Depends how much I use it. But I try to change the oil at least every other year. And 2 years ago, I changed it. I've put 100 hours on it since then. I think the manual calls for an oil change and filter change every 200, maybe. I can look it up and put it on the screen. But yeah, I'm gonna do an oil change now. Getting this back on was a bit more difficult. Just got a text message that there's a package for me at the store. So I'm gonna drive down there and get it. Okay. Looks like I have to turn the wheels a little bit to get it in there. But in order to do that, I have to jack up the tractor. Now we'll need to shim that. Yeah, this doesn't go in there. So I'm gonna turn the wheels a bit, get it started, and we might have to get this further up. If you're doing this job, don't put the pitman arm on before the steering cylinder. Just a tip for you. So I'm trying to put this bolt in that bottom hole, but there's no room for it. Did those as well off camera. Then we'll have to start it up and keep filling this. Now, I don't have any water on the radiator. Let's actually put some water in it. I think we're ready to start it up. Put some more oil in it, see if there are any leaks around here. This is just water. It looks okay. Now I'll probably have to make some adjustments to this. There's some water coming out. Oh, it's from the overspill. See if it's still full. Yep. That's good. No leaks. Looks fine. Let's put some grease. Yeah, that's fine. I've been looking for the bolts that go in here for about half an hour. It's for that bracket. Not in the bags, not anywhere. And then I realized there's studs in the old one. Let's see if we can get those out. I'm forgetting something, because the threads don't go all the way. And I'm not sure if there's supposed to be something on the front or in between. I'm actually gonna have to look at some footage. Just had a look at the footage, and they had just used some spacers. Kind of strange, but this is the way it was on the footage. So is this the right way? Yeah, it has to be, right? I don't think I'm gonna put the doors back on, kind of just in the way. I did use them when I was snow plowing with this just around the farm. Now that I have the other tractor, this is just for winching and logging, pulling out timber. I'm just in and out all the time, so the doors are just in the way. I'm gonna leave them off for now. It's actually full. Not entirely. You could use just a little bit more. It's probably good. Let's put some oil on the transfer case as well. Ouch. There's an open channel between the transfer case and the gearbox on the tractor. The oil level on the tractor isn't normally high enough to where it'll pour into the transfer case. All done, almost. We'll take it for a real test drive tomorrow. Might not even put that back on. All right, that's it for the Massey this episode. We got it all back together. We'll do a test drive next video, and then we'll see if we're gonna put the loader. We'll see if we'll put that on. I don't know if I will. I might just leave it off. We'll see. I can tell already that we have to adjust the four-wheel drive a little bit. We'll do that tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, and like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.